Shocking. Welcome to New Sky TV. Has Guo Yuxin's new drama with Jin Chang'an really flopped? When it premiered on February 8 on Hongguo's short drama, many initially thought it would be a blockbuster start, given Guo Yuxin's previous drama, Summer of Fendra, which garnered over 100 million views for 10 consecutive days, a phenomenal success. However, with Jin Chang'an only managed 60.16 million views on its premiere, landing at 7th place on the trending charts, not 2nd, not 3rd, but 7th. This dramatic drop immediately sparked a heated debate in the comments section, with fan wars, criticism from casual viewers, and incomprehension from fans erupting almost simultaneously. Even worse, the problem wasn't the plot, but the male lead. One comment ignited the fire: "Isn't this Guo Yuxin's ugliest co-star?" That's a harsh statement, isn't it? But the short drama industry isn't realistic. You can have mediocre acting, you can have shabby sets, but if your looks and chemistry with the co-star are lacking, the audience will vote with their feet. However, with Jin Chang'an follows the ancient fantasy plus sweet and angsty route, which should theoretically be the easiest type to become a hit. Fantasy provides the excitement, sweet and angsty provides the thrill, and the male and female leads provide the audience with both sweetness and tears. In the end, it has the sweetness and the angst, but it lacks the most crucial element, something viewers can actually enjoy. Guo Yuxin plays Li Shuang, the iron-blooded female general of the Southern Jin dynasty, and her performance is outstanding from the start. Donning her armor, her gaze is commanding, and she exudes an aura of dominance on the battlefield. Her action scenes are crisp and clean, her movements swift and decisive, and she is both beautiful and cool. That "I'm not here for romance, I'm here to kill" attitude instantly raises the audience's expectations to the maximum. The plot is also well structured. She saves the amnesiac boy Jinan in an accident. The boy seems soft and harmless, with clean eyes, and speaks cautiously, like a puppy drenched in rain, following Li Shuang around, calling her general repeatedly, clinging to her desperately. Just as the audience was about to exclaim, "Oh no, the female general is going to fall for him," a plot twist occurred. Jinan harbored a huge secret: he was afflicted by a strange poison. This poison setting was practically the culmination of the short drama's most exciting moments. By day, he was a soft and adorable sidekick, so obedient he seemed ready to be taken away. By night, he transformed into a fully fledged adult man with maximum fighting prowess, his eyes changing from clear to dangerous, his aura from pitiful to oppressive, even his voice sounding completely different. Most outrageous of all, due to the poison's influence, he recognized Li Shuang as his master, obeying only her commands. In other words, he didn't just like her, he was willing to give his life for her. In a short drama, this setup should have been the ultimate climax. At the female general's command, the adult Jinan immediately knelt and bowed. With a wave of her hand, he would shield her from swords and arrows. At her cry of "Don't die," he would grit his teeth and crawl back from the brink of death. Isn't this the kind of extreme "I entrust my life to you" tug-of-war that the audience loves to watch? But here's the problem. The more thrilling the plot, the higher the audience's expectations for the male lead. Because if this loyal dog controlled by poison character's appearance can't hold up, the initial love at first sight feeling turns into awkwardly awkward. And this drama falters precisely at its most fatal flaw: the male lead's looks are highly controversial. The closer the camera gets to his face, the harsher the comments become. Some say his features aren't refined enough, some say his facial lines don't suit period costumes, some say he looks like a random passerby on set standing next to Guo Yuxin. The most heartbreaking moment is when he transforms into a grown man at night, which should be the most romantic moment of the entire series, but the comments are flooded with "General, run? And can't the poison be replaced with someone else?" You see, this isn't a problem with acting, it's that the audience's initial shipping point wasn't established. Even more awkward is the lack of chemistry between the leads, directly impacting the viewing experience. Guo Yuxin's Li Shuang is too strong, she's like a knife, sharp, calm, and full of bloodthirst. But the male lead, whether day or night, lacks the resistance to match her aura. The character's daytime weakness makes him seem like a babysitter, his nighttime assertiveness, which should be there, fails to evoke a heart-pounding excitement, instead appearing forced and artificial. Viewers quickly lose immersion. This isn't the general and the Guo slave, but rather the female general and her troubles. Even so, the show isn't entirely hopeless. Its true cards haven't been fully revealed yet. The strange Guo is just the surface. Jinan's identity is the real bombshell. Many have already sensed the implications in the details. His amnesia wasn't accidental, but deliberately erased. The Guo on his body isn't punishment, but a seal. His acceptance of Li Shuang as his master isn't a coincidence, but a preordained contract. Once the later episodes reveal his true identity, past life karma, and who he really is, coupled with an actress like Guo Yuxin who can handle emotionally charged scenes, the show's popularity could very well turn around. After all, short dramas are never short of comebacks. Viewers may say they were dropping the show, but their actions speak louder than words. As long as the later plot is crazy enough, the romance sweet enough, and the heartbreak intense enough, who cares about 7th place on the premiere episode? So now the biggest suspense is just one thing: will Jin Chang'an become the most embarrassing failure of Guo Yuxin's career, or will it suddenly explode with a trump card in the second half, silencing all the pessimists? But to be honest, the most awkward situation for Jin Chang'an right now isn't its 7th place ranking on its premiere, but rather, it clearly has the potential to be a hit, yet it's stuck at the most crucial juncture. You see, short drama viewers are actually quite simple. Give me sweet moments, I'll enjoy them. Give me heartbreak, I'll cry. Give me contrast, I'll get hooked. But if you fail to make them enjoy the enjoyment part, then all the subsequent frenzy feels like a waste of effort. What's even more disheartening is that after Yan Zixin was ridiculed, the production team clearly panicked. The promotional editing started frantically avoiding close-up shots, relying more on back views, side profiles, and ambient lighting to salvage the situation. The plot editing also started promoting the general's dashing and eccentric characters, trying to divert viewers' attention from the controversy surrounding the male lead's looks. But what did the comments say? The more beautifully edited it is, the more I want to see what he actually looks like. Stop hiding, show me from the front. The general is so handsome, what makes you think you're so special, male lead? This wave of mockery turned the show's popularity into a black and red phenomenon. You might think the audience is criticizing it, but they're actually spurting the word for you. The scariest thing in the short drama circle isn't being criticized, but being ignored. Jin Chang'an has at least achieved going viral online, and if the subsequent plot can keep up, this wave of public opinion might actually become a catalyst for a comeback. Moreover, the further you watch, the more you'll find that the show's sweet and bittersweet moments are actually quite cleverly crafted. During the day, Jinan is incredibly soft, like a little animal picked up by Li Shuang, his eyes always filled with dependence and pleading. If Li Shuang gives him a sip of water, he treats it as a lifesaver. If Li Shuang tells him to stand further away, he'll feel wronged as if he's been abandoned. But at night, when the poison takes effect, he's like a different soul. That adult form of Jinan is no longer a clingy little follower, but a dangerous man with an oppressive aura. His first reaction wasn't to whine, but to protect his master, not to ask for a hug, but to shield Li Shuang behind him, coldly watching everyone who approached her. The most ruthless thing was, he clearly didn't remember who he was, yet he remembered she can't be hurt. Thus, the plot began to develop a particularly addictive, contrasting sweetness. Li Shuang found him annoying during the day, but couldn't live without him at night. Jinan, during the day, was afraid of upsetting her, but at night he dared to pin her against the wall and whisper, "General, don't be afraid." One was a female general as sharp as a blade, the other a madman and loyal dog born from poison. If the male lead's looks weren't so controversial, this setup would have been a huge hit, but reality is cruel. Viewers have more direct expectations for short dramas than for long ones. Long dramas can slowly build up the plot, but short dramas can't. For short dramas, first impressions determine fate, especially in sweet romance dramas, where the chemistry between the leads is crucial. No wonder many of Guo Yuxin's fans felt sorry for her. She didn't actually falter in this drama. In fact, she was arguably more dedicated than before. With numerous action scenes, heavy emotional scenes, and a female general character requiring exceptional acting skills, she nailed it all. However, the male lead's widespread ridicule swayed the discussion. But a comeback isn't entirely impossible. Short dramas often succeed not because of good looks, but because of plot twists. If the following three things are done right, Jin Chang'an has a chance to revive: amnesia, a strange curse, and dual day-night states. These settings inevitably hint at a grand conspiracy. If it's later revealed that he's actually a prince from an enemy kingdom, a cursed weapon, or a forbidden person personally sealed away by Li Shuang, then its popularity will definitely soar. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.